Yeah, we're at life science. I got that. When I was clicking on to Google, and they also always like show me some news. And 1 hour ago, obviously, this came out. Diamond hole from deep inside Earth holds never before seen mineral. Researchers thought the mineral was impossible to find on Earth's surface. Deep inside the Earth on Earth's surface. So there's two lines and one contradiction. But anyway, let's continue with reading. We are reading science. Within a diamond hole from deep beneath Earth's surface, scientists have discovered the first example of a never before seen mineral. Named Dave Maoite after prominent geophysicist Ho Kwang Dave Mao, the mineral is the first example of high pressure calcium silicate perovskite CaSiO3 found on Earth. Another form of CaSiO3, known as wollastonite, I made videos about wollastonite, is commonly found across the globe, but diamonite has a crystalline structure that forms only under high pressure and high temperatures in the Earth's mantle, the mainly solid layer of Earth trapped between the outer core and the crust. Diamonite has long been expected to be an abundant and geochemically important mineral in Earth's mantle, but scientists have never found any direct evidence of its existence because it breaks down into other minerals when it moves towards the surface and pressure decreases. However, analysis of a diamond from Botswana, which formed in the mantle around 410 miles, 660 kilometers below Earth's surface, which is probably not on Earth's surface, as claimed in the title, has revealed a sample of intact diamonite trapped inside. As a result, the International Mineralogical Association has now confirmed diamonite as a new mineral. The discovery of diamonite came as a surprise. Lead author Oliver Chauner, a mineralogist of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, told Life Science. Chauner and his colleagues uncovered a diamonite sample with a technique known as synchrotron X-ray diffraction, which focuses on a high-energy beam of X-rays and certain spots within the diamond with microscopic precision. By measuring the angle and intensity of the returning light, researchers can decipher what's inside, Chauner said. The sample of diamonite within the diamond was just a few micrometers, millionths of a meter in size, so less powerful sampling techniques would have missed it, he added. So the question is, how many of those have been found that just have never measured them? Or, you know. The Maoite is believed to play an important geochemical role in Earth's mantle. Scientists theorize that the mineral may also contain other trace elements, including uranium and thorium, which release heat via radioactive decay. Therefore, diamonite may help to generate a substantial amount of heat in the mantle. In 2014, in a 2014 study published in the journal Science, researchers described another theoretical high-pressure mineral from the mantle known as brickmanite. It's not a brick. However, the sample of brickmanite did not originate from the mantle, but rather inside a meteorite. The discovery of diamonite shows that diamonds can form farther down in the mantle than previously thought and suggests that they might be the best place to look for more new minerals from the mantle. The work by Chauner et al. Inspires hope in the discovery of other difficult high-pressure phases in nature. What? inspires hope in the discovery of other difficult high-pressure phases in nature. Yang Fei, a geophysicist at the Carnegie Institution for Science in Washington, D.C., who was not involved in the study, said in a related science article, such direct sampling of the inaccessible lower mantle would fill our knowledge gap in chemical composition of the entire mantle of our planet. The study was published online on November 11, today, 1 hour ago. Let me show you some pictures. Some of you may remember this. Recently, I had an epiphany and I realized that this very spot could have been once a magnetic North Pole. And I draw those lines because of the characteristics of a sea pinch, which I'll show you next. So that's a Birkeland current, and the sea pinch is basically somewhere like in these regions. If you would cut through it, you would get this kind of figure. That's a Greek thunderbolt. As you can see, the spiraling appearance of that, and here's the sea pinch in the middle. So these are the poles of the planetary object. Call it south and north or whatever. They will leave a mark on whatever planetary object. The mark can look like that. That's one possibility. Or it can look like that. An actual sea pinch structure. And I'm sorry I missed that, but here's the other sea pinch structure of Europe, which is really easily visible. And now I want to show you another picture. This is somehow like a Birkeland current from inside. And these are counter-rotating. This turns to this direction, this to that, and so on. And in the middle, we have these elements gathering. And if you go a little bit more out, you have those, and then those, and helium. There might be others too. But if you go back to the other picture, to this one, there is a huge abundance of metal-bearing rock here in Finland, Norway, Sweden, and also in Russia. Literally, the whole thing is like rusty rocks here. So we have a huge abundance of iron. We have a huge abundance of quartz. And I want to show you a few pictures of stones. This is the most recent one. I try to take pictures, it's really hard to somehow. Now, I just somehow try to show you that, or to show that it's shiny stone. And you can see my hand or my finger, it's black. So I bet that's some kind of graphite. which has embedments and structure, and it's somehow made of many other things. And there's even, that's the outside of it. And that's dry. It somehow doesn't stay wet. It sucks the water in, which is remarkable also. And that's a really interesting thing. There's greenish, and here's also something interesting. I mean, the whole pebble is interesting, just the structure of it. That and all those. Could this be some kind of graphite, petrified wood or something? I don't have a lab. It would be really interesting to put it in some machine and figure out what it is. And I want to show you another. I showed you the other one already once, but I think it's really neat. Yeah, this one. And also I have to, yeah, it's dry. It sucks the water in really quickly. And there's so much stuff going on in that stone, I tell you. It's hard to see with the camera. That's the other side of it. And you can see the red here and here. And I accidentally licked that stone because it's drying out all the time. And it tastes horrible. And I was trying to polish that thing, and I noticed that one of those white things dropped or like stuck on the grinding thing, what you can see here. And I put it under the microscope. There it is. A tiny piece. And here's like how it looks. It is crystalline in structure and brownish in color. And it has, I know it's not that well visible because it's really hard to take pictures with a phone, but it has those, they're not really perpendicular structures. That's hard. It's not that good quality, I know. What to do? These are the tools I work with. Still waiting for any results from some laboratory. Yeah, this is what I wanted to show about what to tell, how to put it. Exotic minerals, finding them, high pressure. So if you think about whatever lightning bolt, like real big lightning bolts, how much pressure and heat they can create. And so I think like finding these kind of pebbles with really interesting stuff in it, in them, I really would like to send them to some laboratory. But first I have to get confident with those. Because I think this could be something really interesting. But I leave it here. I try to put the links below from the pictures I showed. Thanks. Bye.